It's a privilege to welcome you to Indiana's Career and Technical Student Organization's Legislative Day. I think it's first important to acknowledge why you're here. CTSOs aren't just student groups. They are the foundation of the next generation's workforce. 2 million students nationwide learning by doing, leading by example, and preparing to take on the industries that drive our economy forward. They bridge education and industry, ensuring students graduate with not just knowledge, but with experience. Here in Indiana, CTSOs are tackling our biggest challenges: workforce development, student achievement, and global competitiveness. Through hands-on learning, leadership training, and competitive events, students don't just prepare for careers, they step into them, transforming classrooms into launch pads for success. But beyond career skills, CTSOs build leaders. They give students opportunities to take charge locally, statewide, and nationally. They connect students with industry professionals, leadership conferences, and real-world problem solving, shaping not just workers, but visionaries. Today is about action. It's about recognizing the students who will define Indiana's future and ensuring they have the tools, the support, and opportunities to lead. At this time, it is my great honor to introduce the 53rd Lieutenant Governor of the state of Indiana, Micah Beckwith. Lieutenant Governor Beckwith learned the value of a strong work ethic from a young age by working alongside his father in the dairy industry. He immersed himself in the agricultural business and gained invaluable experience in rolling up his sleeves to meet the demands of the job. For over 15 years, Lieutenant Governor Beckwith has served in Hamilton County as a worship pastor and campus pastor. Beyond the classroom and pulpit, he has been deeply involved as a leader in the conservative movement across Indiana. As a Lieutenant Governor, he is proud to oversee the Indiana State Department of Agriculture, as well as the Office of Community and Rural Affairs. He's committed to supporting and boosting our rural economies. Please join me in welcoming Lieutenant Governor Beckwith.
Thank you, Ashita. Thank you. Thank you, Ashita. This is a great honor to be here with you all today. As I look out, I'm encouraged for the future of our state and our nation when you see young leaders who are engaged in making a difference around our state and in their communities. So I just want to commend all of you for being the bright, shining future of this great state. And so whatever organization you're representing, just thank you for being people that are go-getters. You are an encouragement to more than you probably realize. So, but thank you to CTSO for having me. It's a great honor to be here today. And I want to talk about the issue that is so vital to the future of Indiana and our workforce development. That is the importance of trade schools and what they have pushed over this last decade. But it deserves even more attention, and today that's why we gather. Here in Indiana, we are proud to have a strong tradition of skilled trades. For too long, we've encouraged young people to believe that a 4-year college degree is the only path to success or to a bright future. But as we look around at thriving Hoosier families, young people like yourselves, and homeowners, we all realize that this is simply not true. The reality is that many of the most in-demand, good-paying jobs don't require a 4-year traditional degree. They require skill, training, hands-on experience, hard work ethic, and a lot of life skill sets that you may not necessarily always find in the classroom. I want to share with you a story about a young man who works in the Statehouse who I spoke with the other day, and one that I think many young people can relate to. His story is a story of one where he told me, he said, I'd never really heard that I could go to a trade school. And he said to me, I always was told I had to go to college. And with this story, I began to talk with him and say, well, did you know there's other opportunities for you outside of just a 4-year degree? And he said, yes, I'm finding that out now. And now what you see, his path that he's been looking, even over the last few days even, he's been starting to dive into, okay, maybe I don't have to fit that mold. He talked about how he had followed the traditional path that we so often push in our society. He went to college, he did everything the right way, and eventually earned his degree. But it took him years to gain stable footing in his career with the weight of student loan debt and unpredictable job markets at the time. He was unable to start saving for the future. And he told me, I just wish someone would have told me that there were other options. And he realized that while he was in school, some of his old high school friends who pushed skills and trades had already bought their first home. And they started their families. And they weren't living in mountains of debt. And they were beginning to have financial security. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you find out what some of like these trades pay, like I'll just talk to you about plumbers. I mean, oh my goodness, I heard what plumbers can make right out of trade school, and I said, the other day I said, man, when I'm done being a lieutenant governor, I need to go learn how to be a plumber because they make really good money. But his story is not unique though. This is a typical conversation I have with young people all across this state. And they're realizing that college is not the only or even sometimes the best path for everyone. So right now, industries across our state are facing worker shortages. Whether it's electricians, welders, plumbers, like I just mentioned, mechanics, healthcare technicians, these are critical careers that pay very well, and they offer stability and provide opportunities for growth. I mean, I look at my upbringing in the dairy world, and my dad was in that, my grandpa too, they were in that agriculture world. I learned more about God's creation just by traveling with them around the different dairies in the Midwest and around the country than I think I could have ever learned in a 4-year classroom. And it was just real life skills. I was taught a work ethic, I was taught values, I was taught how to continue to grow the family business and to build something that then I can be proud of someday. These careers that I mentioned earlier, they pay well, but we often get Hoosiers to just graduate high school without realizing that they even exist. And so that's what today is all about. So I commend this organization. I commend what you're doing. You are bringing awareness to the fact that the traditional may not necessarily be the best path. These careers don't just provide a paycheck, they really provide a purpose. So today, as I close, I challenge our parents, our educators, our community leaders, and our young people to help change the conversation. Let's stop asking the next generation, what are you going, or where are you going to go to college? But rather, let's start asking, what do you want to do with your life? Indiana's future depends on a strong, skilled workforce, and I cannot wait to see what all of you bring to that workforce. And I can't wait to see you shine and you discover your purpose. And I'm just more and more proud every day when I meet the people that are standing in this room all over our state. You represent an amazing future. You represent a bright, shining display of Indiana work ethic, ingenuity, and prosperity. And with that, I wish you all the best of luck. God bless you. May God bless our great state. Thank you all so much for having me today. Thank you.
Once again, let's give another round of applause for Lieutenant Governor Beckwith. Yeah. His message today serves as an important reminder of how important all our roles are in building our future leaders. For CTOs, make a real difference for Indiana students. Those involved are shown to have higher academic engagement, stronger career confidence, and greater civic involvement. They gain the skills, experiences, and connections needed to succeed in both college, but most importantly, your career. And by such, these organizations become an essential part of Indiana's future. Now, let's learn about their individual impact on Indiana students and community, starting with my own. Science, technology, engineering, and math. To 12-year-old me, that was all that STEM meant. Just science, technology, engineering, and math. But then high school came, and then TSA. The Technical Student Organization is a national nonprofit career and technical student organization with over 300,000 middle and high school students engaged in STEM. Through competitions, leadership, and community service, TSA pushes students beyond the classroom. But when I first joined, I didn't know any of that yet. Yet the moments, I, the nervous, unsure version of myself, took a deep breath and submitted that application to a world I didn't fully understand. It turned out to be one of the best decisions I've ever made. What started as a simple, uncertain step turned into something I couldn't have imagined. From chapter executive to Indiana secretary, from Indiana secretary to Indiana vice president, and from vice president to president of the organization I now call home. But let me be honest, it wasn't just about the titles or even the victories. It wasn't about the state championships or the medals that I earned and hung around my neck. Those moments were amazing, yes, but they didn't make me fall in love with TSA. What truly made TSA special for me were the people. The mentors who took the time to see potential in me before I could see it myself. The friends who walked beside me and encouraged me when I felt like I didn't belong. It was the first time I realized that I wasn't just competing against others, I was competing to be the best version of myself. It was those moments of doubt when I stepped out of my comfort zone and faced the unknown that I truly understood what TSA wasn't about. It wasn't about equations, formulas, or technical projects. It was about the relationships we built, the lessons we learned, and the growth that came from stepping up when things got hard. Because TSA isn't just an organization. It's where I found my confidence, where I realized that my voice mattered, the reason that I, a junior from Penn High School, stand before you today. It's where I learned that leadership isn't just about a title, but about making an impact. It's where I learned to turn ideas into action and action into change. It's where I learned that I wasn't only a part of STEM, but that STEM was a part of me. And this goes for any CTSO. Because at the end of the day, we are not merely a club, merely a gathering of people with similar interests. We are a people who are dedicated to shaping the next generation of entrepreneurs, doctors, farmers, technologists, the next generation of hope. Thank you.
Well, good morning. It's certainly an honor and a privilege to be here with each and every one of you, and we are truly humbled to have this opportunity. But by a show of hands, how many of us know the FFA is the Future Farmers of America? All right. Well, what we might not know is that back in 1988, the Future Farmers of America changed its name to the National FFA Organization. Why? The motive was clear. In a constantly changing and growing world, we need to provide for the needs of the growing agriculture industry. Agriculture encompasses so much more than just farming. From animal science to food science and natural resources, agriculture continues to diversify. To celebrate this diversity, the Indiana FFA organization strives to prepare its students to provide for the growing needs of the agriculture industry. Today, the Indiana FFA is now proud to be over 14,500 members strong from all parts of the state and is still driven at the local level by our 230 chapters. Whether these individuals go into the agriculture industry or not as their career, they still learn the value in having a strong sense of work ethic, grit, and determination to help us accomplish our goals. From our chapters in metropolitan Indianapolis, who pride themselves on learning about urban agriculture, to our schools in the middle of a cornfield, our organization exemplifies what it looks like to prepare students for their lives after high school. We strive to make a positive difference in the lives of students by developing their potential for personal growth, premier leadership, and career success. And we do just that.
I personally have felt the impact of Indiana FFA's ability to develop one's personal growth, premier leadership, and career success through the past 5 years I have been an FFA member. When I first started taking agriculture education classes, I was the shy kid in the back of the classroom. I didn't want to participate in FFA, but my advisor, Mr. Gabe Nobby, was not happy to let me do that. Mr. Nobby encouraged me to join the soils judging contest and the livestock skill-a-thon contest. While soils judging was not my forte, I found a love for the livestock skill-a-thon contest. With my passion for livestock identified, my advisor continued to push me into more contests. Everything from parliamentary procedure and prepared public speaking to livestock judging and agriculture education, one could say that I did most of it all. Now, without these contests, the experiences I gained in the agriculture education classroom and the supervised agriculture experiences I pursued outside the classroom, I would not be where I am today. These experiences all gave me many technical and soft skills that I still use and will continue to use. Without Indiana FFA, I would still be the shy kid in the back of the classroom instead of the confident leader I am today.
Good morning, my name's Kayla Craig and I'm Indiana State Vice President of Community Service, and I'm here to represent future business leaders of America due to the weather. Lucas Buckney is from South Newton High School and is Indiana FPLA State President. And he says that this impactful organization helps students like him to prepare for a successful future. FPLA is more than just a club. It's a gateway to personal and professional development. Through hands-on activities, workshops, and competitive events, FPLA takes learning beyond the classroom. Members participate in business simulations, conferences, and collaborative projects that challenge and inspire us to grow. It also offers fun and unforgettable experiences, from traveling to conferences and connecting with students nationwide to forming lifelong friendships. FBLA makes learning exciting and rewarding. Members leave every event with new skills, new friends, and great memories. In addition, FBLA equips members with essential skills like communication, critical thinking, leadership, and teamwork through hands-on activities, leadership programs, and competitive events. These experiences provide a strong foundation for our professional futures. By participating in career-focused workshops and competitions, we gain real-world knowledge in fields like technology, business, entrepreneurship, and finance, while building confidence in our abilities. FBLA truly opens doors to exciting career opportunities and prepares us to meet future challenges with confidence. FBLA is a powerful organization that empowers its students to grow, lead, and succeed. I will now be sharing a personal story from Kayla Bunham, and she's FBLA's Vice President of National Programs and is a senior at Elkhart High School. Before joining FBLA, I never saw myself as a leader. I was shy, somewhat disorganized, and not 100% positive of what I wanted to do in the future. However, FBLA has completely transformed me. Through workshops and chapter activities, I've learned to stay more organized, set more defined goals, and manage my time effectively. These skills have not only helped me in FBLA, but they have improved my grades and made my day-to-day life less stressful. The leadership opportunities in FBLA have pushed me out of my comfort zone, whether it's running a meeting, organizing a fundraiser, or competing in events. I have gained the confidence to step up and take charge. FBLA has taught me the power of communication, from speaking confidently in front of judges to collaborating with teammates and addressing large audience as a state officer. I've grown into someone who can articulate ideas and work well with others. One of my proudest moments was speaking at FBLA's fall conference, something I never thought I would have done before FBLA. The encouragement and support I received from my advisors and mentors has made all the difference in the world. Incredible networking opportunities in other area is another area FBLA has given me. I've met business professionals who shared advice about career pathways and introduced me to how the world of work really operates. You can only learn so much from a textbook and school, but FBLA offers the next step, being able to interact and learn from these professionals. These connections have inspired me to continue with my dream of becoming an elementary teacher. Above all, without FBLA, I wouldn't be here where I am today. I'm so grateful for the lessons it has taught me. FBLA truly offers something for everyone. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Samaksh Gupta, but you can call me Sam for short. I'm a senior at Columbus North High School and the Vice President of Indiana HOSA. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. what even is HOSA? Well, HOSA is an international student-led organization that aims to help students achieve their goals related to healthcare by providing various leadership and career opportunities. It stretches from middle school to secondary to post-secondary or collegiate students, totaling over 300,000 members across the globe, out of which over 3,700 are right here in Indiana. HOSA has helped me grow professionally, personally, and educationally to become a well-rounded person ready for the career field that I want to go into, which is addiction psychiatry. Now, this passion began 2 years ago in my sophomore year when I attended our annual state leadership conference. And I competed in pharmacology there, one of our 92 different events. At the conference, I completed my test, and then I went to various vendors, exhibitors, booths, and other career development events. And after that, at the award ceremony, my heart was pounding as I heard the names being called out, until I heard my name. I got first. And then at International Leadership Conference, which I was invited to because I got first, I went there and it was exactly like state, but bigger. Think about the exhibitors, the networking opportunities, the exhibitors, the vendors, everyone there, but bigger, from all over the world. And then after that, I got fourth internationally, and then I also got the opportunity to meet so many new people and get a research internship at Indiana University. Also, going that in-depth into pharmacology was the reason why I got into addiction and why I got into how to prevent it. And all that combined helped me. Those international awards, those networking opportunities contributed to my acceptance to Johns Hopkins University. Without HOSA, I would not have been able to make it there, or I wouldn't have been able to be as passionate as I am about what I'm studying. Thank you.
Good morning, fellow officers, educators, and distinguished guests. My name is Braden Crines, and I'm the Region 7 President of the Indiana Association for Business Professionals of America. Business Professionals of America is a career and technical organization that strives to develop and empower students across the nation to discover their passion for anything related to business. In doing this, Business Professionals of America provides its members with the unique ability to explore different careers in the professional field while also providing the unparalleled ability to engage in extraordinary leadership development, as members are afforded the opportunity to run for leadership positions that span from local chapter officers to positions on the National Executive Council. The Workplace Skills Assessment Program is an integral part of Business Professionals of America. The goal of this program is to provide all business students with the opportunity to demonstrate workplace skills learned through business education curricula by competing in over 90 different events in finance, business administration, information technology, digital communication and design, business administration, management, and health administration. Business Professionals of America also encourages members to become involved in their communities and volunteerism through the Torch Awards and BPA Cares program. Since its founding, BPA has incorporated these unique programs to enhance the members' personal growth and career development. While BPA's mission is to develop and empower students in business, its impact extends far beyond that, something that I have personally experienced firsthand. Through my involvement in BPA, I have discovered new passions and opportunities that I had never imagined before. It has opened many doors to career paths I'd never considered and broadened my perspective on the professional world. Most importantly, serving as president of Region 7 has allowed me to grow as a leader, developing skills that will benefit me for years to come. When I attended my first state leadership conference here in March of 2022 at the Indianapolis Downtown Marriott, it was a defining moment for me. Business Professionals of America went from being just studying and taking tests to something that I had never foreseen happening in my career as a student thus far, as I'd been given a chance to meet and talk to like-minded students, connect and speak with both industry leaders, but also a wide variety of colleges and universities. In conclusion, as I reflect on my past 4 years in Business Professionals of America, I can confidently say that career and technical education is essential to shaping the next generation of leaders and professionals. And when it comes to providing students with the best opportunities for growth, leadership, and success, I firmly believe that there is no organization that does it better than the Indiana Association for Business Professionals of America. Thank you.
My name is Bella Balmacetta, and I am the Vice President of Finance for Indiana DECA. DECA is a student-led organization that focuses on developing the leadership and career skills in students, primarily those involved in marketing, management, finance, hospitality, and entrepreneurship. Through a variety of specialized community service projects, leadership workshops, and competitive events, DECA provides students with practical, hands-on experiences that cultivate necessary skills, such as critical thinking, communication, and collaboration. Competitions occur at the district, state, and international level to provide students the opportunity to practice their presentation and technical skills of their career choice. DECA equips students with the hard and soft skills necessary to succeed in a professional environment, even down to the appropriate dress code and how to properly conduct with business professionals. DECA members comprise the student leadership teams of the district, state, and international levels, which simulate managing every aspect of an organization. As DECA members, we are the future business leaders of our generation, and this organization turns us into poised professionals who are equipped to deal with every challenge we may face in the future. Thank you.
My name is Peyton Wormer, and I am a senior at Yorktown High School, and I would like to thank you all for being here today. And to recap what Bella said, DECA is a career and technical student organization that encourages students to explore the career fields associated with business. And while DECA explores these fields, it does so much more, and that is why I'm here today. There is something to be said about thousands of students gathered together in professional dress, preparing to become future leaders in our community. DECA prepares us for our future goals and careers. As Vice President of Hospitality for Indiana DECA, I am now confident in my pursuit of becoming a physician, as I become equipped with tools to learn from and with others. For example, I have learned from my sister Addison. Throughout her elementary career, my sister struggled to form friendships and relationships with her classmates. My parents and I were worried that this cycle would continue into her high school academic years. This was until she joined DECA this year as a freshman. She has reported a sense of warmth and welcome from Indiana DECA. And because of her testimony, I have pride in the mission of DECA, and more importantly, Indiana DECA, and the hospitable environment it brings forth during its conferences. And now, a little more personally, I am grateful to have placed twice at state competitions and received 2 international competency awards, and serve as the Indiana DECA VP of Hospitality. When I first joined DECA, I was looking for something more than just a club. I wanted a challenge. I wanted to be taught real-world skills, and I most importantly wanted to grow. And DECA has delivered. Through participation in competitive events, I've learned in a hands-on, practical way. I developed some skills you can't always learn in the classroom, like public speaking, strategic thinking, and how to approach problems with a creative, business-minded solution. And perhaps most importantly, DECA has instilled deep within me a confidence in my own ability. Before joining, I didn't trust myself to think critically or perform well under pressure. But now I know I can handle the situations and thrive within them. DECA changes lives. Thank you.
Hello, how's everyone doing today? My name is Samuel Lal Shabik, and I am a student at Ben Davis High School and the Career Center. I am a state officer representing Indiana, and I'm here to talk about what Skills USA is. Skills USA is a national student organization committed to building the future skilled workforce our nation depends on. We connect education with industry to produce graduates who are career ready, day one ready to work, ready to lead, and ready to make a difference. Founded in 1965, Skills USA served more than 413,000 careers and technical education students and teachers in middle school, high school, and college post-secondary institutions nationwide. Skills USA is closing the skills gap threatening the American industry while empowering our next generation to develop the skills that shape personal and professional success. Skills USA is America's proud champions of the skills trade. Our mission is to empower students to become skilled professionals, career-ready leaders, and responsible community members. Skills USA's vision is to produce the most highly skilled workforce in the world, providing every member the opportunity for career success. Skills USA's mission is accomplished through the Skills USA framework of personal skills, workplace skills, and technical skills grounded in academics. Created with the help of our industry partners, the framework is the blueprint for career readiness and is the foundation for all we do. Through the framework, students develop critical career and life skills for all we do. Through the framework, the skills that we develop are communication, teamwork, professionalism, computer and technology literacy, integrity, and many more that set them apart from their peers. We call it the Skills USA difference. And the framework makes it happen. Through the framework, the Skills USA students hone their hands-on skills against current industry standards in more than 130 occupational areas, from 3D animation to welding and nearly everything in between. At the same time, they develop the transformative career readiness skills that fuel career and life success. The Skills USA Championships is the national accumulation of a year-long process that begins in the local Skills USA chapter across the country. Local winners advance to district or regional competitions, testing their skills against competitors from other schools. Those winners advance to the state competition in spring. The state gold medalists earn the right to compete nationally at the Skills USA Championship each June. Along with gold, silver, and bronze medallions, competitors may earn scholarships, tools of trade, and even drop off right off the competition floor. Perhaps most importantly, they earn the confidence that can only come when you know you're among the best of the best at what you do. Skills USA Indiana has more than 3,200 members across the state. Our Skills USA Indiana State Leadership and Skills Conference held at the Indiana State Fairground in April each year. Our state officers attend WLTI, which is Washington Leadership Training Institute, in September each year, where they can have the opportunity to advocate with our state officials at Capitol Hill for career and technical education. As we celebrate CTE Month and our Skills USA Week, we hope you will continue to support and advocate for career and technical education in Indiana. Thank you.
Good morning, my name is Misael Rodriguez, and I would love to talk about my experience with CTE. My participation with CTE class of Automotive Service Technology has improved my personal and professional development. I'm fortunate to have built partnerships with organizations such as TechForce Foundation, Makers and Fixers, and the Ford ACE program. In 2024, I was named the Future Tech Grand Prize winner for the TechForce Foundation TechRocks Award. These connections have provided me with 3 valuable opportunities, including industry exposure, networking with industry professionals, attending industry events, and gaining visibility within the automotive industry. Enhanced skill development. I've gained access to safety and prevention certification, engaging Ford education courses, and hands-on experience. Essential resources. I received my first professional toolbox by TechForce Foundation, equipping me with necessary tools and success for my career. My CTE class has helped me become more confident with the Perkins-funded equipment that I'm going to use on a daily basis. Last year, I was hired, and now I'm working at a Ford dealership with confidence. This upcoming summer, I'm heading to Parkland College for a highly selective Ford Asset program. CTE has helped me with day-to-day work and challenges that I will face throughout my career. Thank you for your support and time, and have a great day.
Sorry about that, guys.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Layla Craig, and I'm the Indiana FCCLA First Vice President. February is a time to celebrate the power of career and technical education, and we are excited to highlight the incredible opportunities FCCLA provides to students across the nation, and especially in Indiana. As a dynamic student organization, Family, Career, and Community Leaders of America, also known as FCCLA, empowers individuals to explore their passions, develop leadership skills, and prepare for future careers in family and consumer sciences and pathways, in human services, education and training, hospitality, fashion design, financial services, and public service. FCCLA offers intracurricular resources and opportunities for students to pursue careers that support strong families. Since 1945, FCCLA members have been making a difference in their families, careers, and communities by addressing the important personal work, and societal issues through family and consumer sciences education. With over 250,000 student members nationally and almost 7,000 in Indiana, FCCLA continues to expand and thrive, fostering a vibrant community of passionate individuals committed to making a difference. The work of FCCLA helps students and teachers focus on various youth concerns, including parenting, family relationships, substance abuse, peer pressure, sustainability, nutrition and fitness, teen violence, and career preparation, and 6 different career clusters, including arts and design, hospitality and tourism, financial services, education and training, human services, and public service. Involvement in FCCLA offers members the opportunity to expand their leadership potential and develop skills for life: planning, goal setting, problem solving, decision making, and interpersonal communication necessary for a successful future. FCCLA is at the forefront of developing the next generation of outstanding Hoosiers. One focus area is developing educators by actively leading efforts to recruit and train new teachers through its innovative Grow Your Own program. This highlights both leadership and specific focus on teacher recruitment and training. Another is FCCLA's partnership with ProStart, a hospitality curriculum, and in collaboration with the Indiana Restaurant and Lodging Association. FCCLA is helping to foster the next wave of Hoosier hospitality. This month, let's celebrate the valuable skills learned through family and consumer science and CTE, the growth that comes with involvement in FCCLA, and the important role that our members play in shaping their communities and careers. Let's make the most of CTE month by showcasing the impact of FCCLA and the limitless possibilities CTE can offer. To share about the impact of FCCLA, I invite Indiana FCCLA State President to the podium.
Hello, my name is Taryn Spangler, and I'm currently serving as the Indiana FCCLA State President. There are so many things I could say about what FCCLA has given me, from leadership skills to lifelong connections. It truly has equipped me with so much. However, the most important gift FCCLA has given me is my confidence. When I joined FCCLA as a freshman, standing up in front of you would have seemed impossible. I struggled with social anxiety and was terrified of public speaking. In fact, this would have been my worst nightmare. But through FCCLA and with the encouragement of my advisor, I began to overcome my fears, starting small with competitive events and gradually taking on bigger leadership roles at both the chapter and state levels. FCCLA provided me with a safe space to face and conquer those fears. It hasn't just helped me step out of my comfort zone, it's done the same for so many of our members. FCCLA truly embodies its mission to promote personal growth and leadership development. I've had the privilege of watching many of my chapter members grow into confident leaders through their own experiences with FCCLA. Not only has FCCLA provided me with my confidence, it's also helped me discover my passion for family and consumer sciences. I've been fortunate to be surrounded and mentored by incredible FCS teachers who've guided and supported me. Without their encouragement, I would never have had such an incredible FCCLA experience, nor would I have gained the confidence I have today. These teachers have had a profound impact on my life and inspired me to pursue a career in FCS education this fall at Purdue University. The experiences I've had in FCCLA have shaped who I am now, and they'll continue to shape my future. I hope that one day I'll have the chance to impact my students the way FCS teachers have impacted me. At this time, I would like to introduce Mr. Anthony Harrell, the Associate Commissioner for K-12 Strategy and State Director for CTE, to give some closing remarks.
Good morning, everyone. What I'm realizing is after listening to all of those stories is maybe it wasn't a good idea to volunteer to speak after 12 incredible student stories. It's a tough act to follow for sure, but please join me in thanking each of the officers that not only presented up here, but each of the officers for being in attendance today. I also need to thank a couple of different groups. One, I'd like to thank our CTSO State Council that was responsible for organizing this event. I think we have, as the CTE team for the state and the Commission for Higher Education, we continually kind of ask them to build this out a little bit bigger and a little bit better each year, and they continue to rise to that challenge. So I appreciate all of the sponsors and the advisors for the CTSO groups. Additionally, I would like to recognize some members of the commission and some of our colleagues. Our marketing and comms team today is here early. They are helping to record this session so that we can continue to push out the message about what CTE has to offer. So I thank them for being here, and I thank them for their help and support. With that, I want to keep this really short because there's no way that I can say it any better than what the students have already shared. But I often tell people that this is one of two of my most favorite days in this position. The other one happens to be the Awards for Excellence ceremony that we do in May. And it comes down to one thing. It's the opportunity that I have to interact with students and to hear their incredible stories. I think what you heard today is such a great example that CTE is more than just the course sequences that take place or the programs of study that we put together. When we look at CTSOs as being an integral part of CTE, like other career coaching activities and work-based learning experiences, it's those types of experiences that bring the classroom to life and quite honestly make all the difference in terms of what we are trying to teach. I think we can look at this and say that truly the officers that presented here are ready for some career success. And more importantly, I think this is an example of how CTE can help provide the type of education that we would like to have for every single student. So once again, one final thank you to the officers. Really appreciate you being here today. And I hope that you continue to help us share the message of what CTE can do for students.